Ladies and gentlemen of the nation, what is going on, guys? Sly here, back at it with another daily dose of Destiny 2. So there is a complete info explosion going on right now, and it feels so good to have something tangible to talk about. Tons of things to go over, and if you're new to the conversation, I would highly recommend that you watch the rebroadcast of the Warmind reveal. Now, I have it up here on my channel, but you can also go to Bungie's Twitch channel and catch it on over there. I also did a breakdown video of all the major things I saw in the reveal stream, which I'll link at the end of my video here. But for today, I wanted to put out a kind of news video and just go over some of the things that we have learned so far. Let's go ahead and call this video the 25 Warmind facts that we've learned so far. Now, since I wasn't invited to the summit, I didn't get to play any of this stuff early and especially capture any cool stuff. So, Mesa Sean graciously let me use some of his footage to showcase what I'm talking about. He also has tons of videos up about the Warmind DLC coming out, and since he was at the summit itself, has tons of insights into this next DLC. So, thanks goes out to Mesa Sean. You are definitely awesome, and definitely go out and check out his channel, which will be in the link down below. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get to it. The 25 facts about the Warmind DLC that you might have missed. So first up, numero 25. The new Warmind DLC is taking stage in an area called the Hellas Basin on Mars. It's one of the ice caps of Mars, and like all the other places and things about Mars, it's scientifically accurate. However, IRL, the Hellas Basin, is not at the polar regions of Mars. It's instead in the southern highland region of Mars that features a huge impact crater. Either way, the Hive have been frozen under the ice for centuries, and with Rasputin reactivating and reawakening, it started melting. So that's why we have ourselves some icy Hive. Number 24, the Warmind public event is making a comeback. According to some of the YouTubers who were at the summit, they only noticed 2 public events so far, the Warmind and the Witch's Ritual, which is the same one that can be found on Titan. Number 23, the reveal stream didn't show us much of the surrounding area of Mars, but according to one of the developers, the playable area is about the same amount as we have on Titan right now. So if you add together the Solarium plus all of the platforms and levels on each platform, that is a ton of playable space. So it looks like the Warmind DLC will be way bigger than the Osiris DLC in terms of playable space. Moving on to number 22, Sparrows are back. Since we have a bigger space to play in, that means we're going to need to get there faster. So in the Osiris DLC, you couldn't use your Sparrow to jet around. But in Warmind, however, you can hop on your Sparrow anytime your fancy ass wants to. Moving on to number 21, while we're still not 100% sure of the huge Warmind structure looming in the distance, the buildings in front of it are Clovis Bray. You might remember Clovis Bray from the first Destiny. They were a science firm credited for helping achieve the Golden Age. Number 20, a new planetary material has been added to Mars. It's called Seraphite. Hopefully, Bungie worked on the purpose of these materials because as of right now, they're not really worth picking up. Nonetheless, it is new, and that is a fact. Number 19, who's the best employee at Clovis Bray? Well, that would be Anna Bray, of course. Anna Bray is coming back after disappearing off the map ever since the Battle of Twilight Gap. Number 18, hope you liked Rise of Iron, guys, because a lot of the thematic elements were taken from the Warmind architecture, and it looks like Bungie is doing it again. Most of the weapons and armor you'll be earning from the Warmind DLC is heavily themed from the Warmind elements. Number 17, Miss Private Matches, well, they will be returning. A new streamlined option system with the D2 twist is back, and it's about to fill YouTube's data centers with terabytes of silliness. Moving on to number 16, while we're on the Crucible, ranked PvP play is coming with Warmind. Valor is the rank you get from Quick Play, and Glory is the rank you earn from Competitive. Valor caps at 2,000, while Glory is going to cap at 5,500. Number 15, why not? More ranking stuff, guys. Did you know that there are multiple levels within each ranking system? As soon as you reach the cap for your specific rank, whether it's Glory or Valor, you can reset it to not only help earn new Crucible rewards, by the way, another fact, but you can also start to move up the different levels of ranking. The ranks are Guardian, Brave, Heroic, Fabled, Mythic, and Legend. Number 14, Crucible has reworked the way it deals out its loot. Once you visit Shaxx in Season 3, you're going to see all of the loot available to get, and it will tell you how to earn it on the spot. Some of them make you rank up your Valor or Glory, others simply have you complete challenges, some of them both. Next up, number 13, each season there will be a new quote-unquote holy grail type of weapon obtainable by only the best PvP players in Destiny. This season, it's called Redrix's Claymore. It's a pulse rifle with 2 notable perks. First up, we have Outlaw, and the second one, which is a brand new one, called Desperado. After reloading when Outlaw is active, Desperado increases the rate of fire, but keeps the impact at the same stat. As you can see in the background, it fires pretty fast when this is active, and it's going to be a beast. And you have to reach the rank of Fabled to be able to obtain this weapon. Alright, and moving on to number 12, our final PvP fact. 2 new maps are coming with the Warmind DLC. They are called Meltdown and Solitude, which both, I believe, take place on Mars. Alright guys, number 13, every good DLC needs a sturdy character behind it. In the Curse of Osiris, we had, well, Osiris and his faithful servant. But in Warmind, Anna Bray will be our vendor, and just like Osiris, there will be a new type of social area within the map itself. As you can see here, the Braytech building will house our new companion, and it's also where she will dispense some of that sweet, sweet loot. Alright, so as we make our way to the middle of this list, I made kind of an error when I was getting all my facts together. So there are 2 number 10s on this list, so actually you get 26 plus facts here. Pretty neat, huh? Anyways, 10-1, static rolls are bye-bye. In Warmind, weapons will now start dropping with more perks to choose from. They will no longer feature just one simple static roll, but instead, they will have a Destiny 1 type vibe to them, where you can choose between different ones available. Now, no word just yet on if these perks will change over to new ones, or if there are different ones to choose from, every time the new gun drops, or if we're stuck with just these 2 choices. But either way, it is definitely progress. Moving on to 10-2, there is a new ritualized public event called Escalation Protocol. Similar to the Forge and Rise of Iron, it's an objective-based horde mode with some light mechanics. Now the point here is to trigger these antennas, and with it, Rasputin will lure in the Hive, allowing you to wipe them out. The point is to kill all the Hive within the allotted time, and then move on to the next antenna repeat. This game mode is all about time management and lots of DPS. There are 3 to 4 waves per level, with a sort of boss wave at the end of each level. Public event chests will drop on waves 3 and 5, with the final chest dropping on the end of level 7. The level 7 chest is the one that really matters here. They drop, weapons, armor. The other 2 only drop shaders, emblems, blue weapons, armory keys, stuff like that. Which leads me to my next fact. Going into number 9, armory keys are a consumable that's used to unlock the new public event relic in Warmind called Valkyrie. The other consumables that drop from bosses and chests are called cache keys, and they open caches. Moving on to number 8, Escalation Protocol now has specific loot that you can only earn within this event. It will also help out in the later stages of this event due to the perks that basically are made for this special public event. In total, there are 5 level 7 bosses. One will appear each week for 5 weeks. After 5 weeks is up and each boss gets their week turn, that will then of course start to rotate back through. Each boss/boss fight can and will drop exclusive items that can only be acquired from that specific boss and boss fight. So if you slack off and don't get as many boss fights in as you might have wanted to, you're going to have to wait another month before you get the chance to grab that specific piece of gear again. So get back on that couch, don't go out in the sunshine, no one likes sun, get that controller in your hand, make sure you get it done. Moving on to number 7, strikes. 2 new strikes will be debuting within Warmind. The first is Will of Thousands, and the second is Strange Terrain, featuring Nokris. Now, Nokris is kind of like an Oryx, wannabe/lookalike, and quick free fact here, by the way, the new high faction on Mars is called Grasp of Nokris. I know, kind of an odd name, right? I mean, why not like Nokris the Beheader or Nokris for President? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to shoot them all anyway, so I guess the name doesn't really matter. Moving on to number 6, the new enemy faction Grasp of Nokris are basically just Ice Hive. You'll notice the freezing cloud following the thrall as they run away. And as a new enemy, they have some new moves as well as looks. The coolest ones are the knights that have the shield/sword combo, yet still can throw up a wall of darkness on top of that, so it'll be super annoying. Sounds fun, right? Anyways, the other enemies, such as the new Acolytes, have a new Void line rifle that sort of hits like a sniper rifle, hits pretty hard at long distances. It's a new rifle called the Soulfire rifle, so expect to see your Guardians getting hurt in brand new ways. Moving on to number 5, with new PvP maps, new campaign, new destination, and new strikes, a new raid layer is also making its way to Warmind. The last raid layer had us diving into the belly of the beast. This time, we're heading up into the Tower of Leviathan, and it's called Spire of Stars. As a raid guy, I am super excited to see what we have in store here, but not only for the new raid layer, but the prestige version of the old raid layer as well. Next up, number 4, exotic masterworks are coming with Warmind, but don't expect to just pick up an exotic, turn in a few masterwork cores, and then boop, you got yourself, a masterwork exotic. You're going to be G to G. Negative, Ramos. Exotic masterworks are a multi-step process involving different challenges with the gun itself. From what I can tell by the developers, they are going to absolutely change the way the weapon works, handles, and the power that it dishes out. Bungie's been tight-lipped about these, and I'm excited to see which masterworks are actually going to make their way into Warmind, because I bet they're going to take quite a bit of testing before they're ready to go, since they're getting changed so much. Alright guys, moving on to the top 3. Number 3, tons of old exotics are returning. So far we've seen Suro's Regime, Sealed Ahamkara's Grasps, Armamentarium, Frosties, Claws of Ahamkara, Eternal Warrior, and Apotheosis Veil. Also, it's been speculated that the linear fusion rifle from Destiny 1 called the Sleeper Simulant was also going to come back. While this would be an awesome time for it to make a comeback, we haven't seen it for sure. And just about all the new weapons look like the Sleeper, especially the new legendary shotgun. So we're not quite sure about it yet, but we have a bunch of old ones returning. Moving on to number 2, on top of the old exotics, there are 7 new exotics coming to Warmind. Now, I'll have another video out soon in which I plan to go over all 14 of them, but here's a quick look at the new ones. And by the way, there could be a couple more stowed away as secrets. In fact, I'm pretty sure there will be a few hidden exotics coming in Warmind, because that's what the public's wanted for quite some time now. So this is what we know so far. We have Wormhusk Crown for the Hunter, Worm God Caress for the Warlock, the Oculus Zol for Warlock, the Huckleberry Submachine Gun, Sanguine Alchemy, which by the way looks freaking amazing, for the Warlock, and then there's Ophidius Spathe for the Hunter. Now, I don't know why, but so far it looks like we're lacking quite a few Titan exotics except for the old ones. So hopefully I've just missed them, or they are unannounced as of yet. And finally guys, number 1, the biggest, sexiest factoid in this list. It is possible that hidden collectibles are making a comeback. Oh no, good sir, I did not stutter. Something similar to Dead Ghosts are coming back to Warmind. And if you paid attention in the stream, there's a few times where the player runs back and forth from this bridge. And if you look under the ledge a little bit, a little certain something pops out. Now, it's not a dead ghost, but it sort of looks like the music boxes from the adventure on Io. Definitely Rasputin themed. Now, we don't know if this is just like a lore scannable or an actual collectible like I hope it is, so unfortunately this might not be really a factoid at all, but damn it, I just hope it's a collectible, that's all I have to say. But that is it, Guardians. There are more than 25 beautiful facts along here, along with one that I hope is a fact. But nonetheless, tons of information here for your eye holes to digest. So far from what I've seen, this looks to be very reminiscent of Destiny 1, and it looks way better than Osiris did. So here's hoping that the campaign and raid layer only make things better. But that is it for me, Guardians. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you learned something new. As always, could not do this without each and every one of you out there, so help a dude out and check me out on Twitter or Facebook, Sly Nation Gaming. Click the little bell while subscribing to get alerted to any new video that pops up and let this channel get back to its D1 glory days. I cannot wait for May, y'all. And like I said before, I personally believe that this is the starting point of Destiny's turnaround. Now, Warmind won't magically cure Destiny overnight, but by the time we get to the September expansion, I fully believe we're going to have Destiny back. And that, my friends, I cannot wait to see. Take care, Guardians, and keep those eyes peeled for more D2, Anthem, and Division 2 content, as I'll be putting out videos as much as possible. But until then, this is your dude Sly, and I'll catch you guys next time.